In all, Australia is the world's sixth largest country and the only one that's also a whole continent.
How the got a country and a continent in the same sentence? See, that's the type of stuff that'll mess you up in school, bro. Like what? That's some fun facts for you. See, listen, when I finally have a kid, my kid gonna know American history, Australian history.
Actually, to be more precise, in Melbourne. More than one
Shout out Melbourne. You see, he said Melbourne, but then when you listen to some videos, they'll say Melbourne. So it really all depends on your accent, honestly.
Melbourne was the richest city in the world in 1880. These days, Tokyo, Japan holds
Melbourne was the richest city in the world in the 1800s. All right, okay, Melbourne.
60,000.
Shout out to the lads. Hold on. Shout out to the lads. Shout out to the lads. One more time. Y'all know me. I like to have a good time. I like to dance. Let's get it. Shout out to the lads. Shout out to the lads. Hold on. What we doing? Shout out to the lads. Yo, I gotta come up with a song like that. Yo, listen, lads. Doing, mate. Shout out to the members. Shout out to the members. If you don't know how to join the membership, it's right there at the bottom. It says join and it says subscribe. Now, you know you got to subscribe for the vibe. You already know that. But you definitely got to get at that membership if you want early access to the videos. You want your reaction videos reacted in a timely manner. Like, yo, TT, react to this tomorrow. Then you got to be a member. If not, I might ignore you. I ain't going to hold you. I might ignore you for like 5 days because you know I got to take care of members. But get at that membership.
In the world. How about the second largest Greek population? 3 times more sheep than people? Okay, one word will give it away. Kangaroos! Yeah, I'm talking about the land down under. So, what do you know about Australia? So, let's start with the name. Australia comes from the Latin word australis, which means
kangaroo. Yo, when I first found out about Australian connection to kangaroos, it was that you guys eat kangaroos. And I was like, why y'all eating this kangaroo? But I ain't gonna lie, I want to try it. I really do, lads. Now, I did get a comment, though, the other day. And the comment said that the kangaroo thing is more like a country like a country thing. So, drop a comment, though, because I want to try some kangaroo. So I want you guys to let me know, like, where's the best spot to get some kangaroo from.
Southern. Way back in the second, you know about Australia. So let's start with the name. Australia comes from the Latin word australis, which means southern. Way back in the 2nd century, there were legends of a mysterious Terra Australis Incognita, or unknown southern land. Well, now it's very known. So let's get to know more about it. Despite the stereotypes of hot, sunny weather year-round, the Australian Alps.
Yo, lads. Like, how hot does it get? Because y'all say that a lot. Like, and then I did the other video and it seemed like it's real desert-like. So what we talking about? Like 100 degrees type heat? Because come on now. I love my light-skinness. Don't get me wrong. My mama dark-skinned. My dad light-skinned. So I love my dark-skinned queens too. But I love my light-skinnedness. I don't got time to be getting all out of complexion. You know?
Which are the highest mountain range in the country, get more snow than the Swiss Alps do. Better grab your skis. The world's longest national highway is in Australia. It stretches for over 9,000 miles.
Yo, lads, y'all got the world's largest national highway? Is that what he said?
About it. Despite the stereotypes of hot, sunny weather year-round, the Australian Alps, which are the highest mountain range.
Hold on, lads, that pull took me out just now. I think that shit smoked me back. What the fuck going on? Oh, God, I gotta pick that up. Hold on, I had to take a picture so I could know where to edit this shit at.
In the country, get more snow than the Swiss Alps do. Better grab your skis. The world's longest national highway is in Australia. It stretches for over 9,000 miles. For comparison, the Earth's diameter is about 7,900 miles. It's actually a network of highways that connects all capitals of the mainland states. Now,
so you telling me in Australia I could take one highway and go everywhere I need to go from that one highway? That's fire!
Oh, I'm sure you've heard of the Great Wall of China. But what about the Great Fence of Australia? Okay, that's not what it's called, but still, the Dingo Fence.
I was about to say the Great Fence of Australia. I ain't never heard of that. Yo, these little AI things be funny.
In Southeast Australia stretches for nearly 3,500 about the Great Fence of Australia. Okay, that's not what it's called, but still, the Dingo Fence in Southeast Australia stretches for nearly 3,500 miles. For comparison, it would easily cover the entire span of the U.S., from Los Angeles to Houghton, Maine. Now, it might not be so surprising to know that Australia is huge. It's about the same size as the continental U.S., about 2,500 miles wide. The distance from the west to east coast is further than Barcelona to Moscow. In all, Australia is the world's sixth largest country and the only one that's also a whole continent. But with all that territory…
Hold up. It's some National Geographic type stuff right here. So you mean to tell me Australia is a country in a continent? Hold on. What?
to Moscow. In all, Australia is the world's sixth largest country and the only one that's also a whole continent.
How the hell y'all a country and a continent in the same sentence? See, that's the type of stuff that'll mess you up in school, bro. Like, what? That's some fun facts for you. See? Listen, when I finally have a kid, my kid gonna know American history, Australian history. They gonna be able to go wherever they want to go, right? Well, not wherever they want to go, but they gonna know some Australian history, though. I be like, yo, take your ass to Australia. Go have a good time.
But with all that territory, over 80% of Australians live within 60 miles of the coast. This makes the country one of the most coastal-dwelling populations in the world. And that means a whole lot of beaches. In fact, they have so many that if you decided to visit a new beach every day, it would take you almost 30 years to see them all.
Yo, lads, y'all got all of those beaches? Yo, drop a comment. What's the best beach? Because I heard it's in Queensland. I heard the best beaches in Queensland. That's what I heard. I don't know. Don't get mad at me. That's just what I heard.
The biggest property in Australia is about 40,000 square miles in area. South Korea could fit into it with room to spare. The country's termites are busy building huge properties as well. Their mounds are the tallest animal-made structures on this planet.
Yeah.
Before humans arrived, the continent was home to megafauna. If you live there…
Yo, am I the only one that don't believe that there was ever dinosaurs? I don't. And I know you probably thinking, TT, what are you talking about? You're wrong. You're absolutely wrong. I don't believe in… I don't. And I have a nephew who's super… When he was a kid growing up, he super loved dinosaurs. He would tell you everything. He used to call me crazy. Of course, they were dinosaurs. I don't believe it. I don't. I'm really one of those people that you really got to slap me in the face for me to believe some shit. Like, a dinosaur got to come right here and go, shut up. That's the only way I'm going to believe it. And that's the only way I'm like, I got to see it. You want to know how I believe God? Because I see it. I'm here. We exist. I'm talking to you guys. That's God. We're alive. That's God. I seen that. A dinosaur? I can't.
About 46,000 years ago, you'd be dead today. But you would have seen 10-foot-tall kangaroos, 23-foot-long goanna lizards, and ducks the size of an adult horse.
I love lizards. Only reason why I don't have a lizard right now is because my dog will probably take his head off. But I love lizards.
Quack, quack. The largest living structure on the planet is the Australian Great Barrier Reef. By the way, it has its own mailbox. And there's a rumor that the fish there use eel mail. Yeah. Neither kangaroo…
Yo, shut up. Yo, I'm how this AI shit kind of funny. See, that's why y'all like to watch me with the reaction. Because imagine if you just had to sit back and just watch this boring shit. I'd rather watch it with TT.
Kangaroos nor emus can walk backward. That's a fact. And that's why they're painted on the Australian coat of arms. Keep moving forward. The planet…
Wait, what? I gotta bring that back. I'm talking too much.
Neither kangaroos nor emus can walk backward. That's a fact. And that's why they're painted on the Australian coat of arms. Keep moving forward.
Which, oh, that's a fun fact. I didn't. Most animals can't walk backwards. Most animals can walk backwards. I don't think I've ever seen my dog. Oh, I did. I'm lying. I am high. Yeah, animals can walk backwards. That's crazy. Yo, you learn something new every day. I'm telling you, I love this. Because, nigga, I finished high school. I graduated. I did a little bit of college, and I said, nah, this ain't going to work for me. I haven't, like, to really learn, you really got to do your own learning now once you finish high school. So this is good for me. I don't know about y'all, but it's some interesting shit.
Platypus, an egg-laying mammal that lives only in Australia.
What?
And that's why they're painted on the Australian coat of arms. Keep moving forward. The platypus, an egg-laying mammal that lives only in Australia, is one of the rare venomous mammals on this planet. Luckily, while the venom has an excruciatingly painful effect on people, it's not lethal. The takeaway? Don't fuss with a platypus. By the way, when the first platypus was brought to England, people there were sure that it was a joke. The English believed that Australians had sewn a duck's bill onto a rat's body to play a trick on them. Yeah, right up until he bit them. Not laughing now, are ya? Swimming in the surf during the day had been illegal in Australia up until 1902. But after one guy calmly entered the waves of Manly Beach one afternoon that year, surf bathing became increasingly popular. The largest Greek population outside of Greece itself is in Australia. Actually, to be more precise, in Melbourne. More than one.
Shout out Melbourne. You see? He said Melbourne. But then when you listen to some videos, they'll say Melbourne. So it really all depends on your accent, honestly. I'm going to be real with you. So shout out Melbourne, because that's what, that's how I got to say it. I'm just saying.
160,000 people who live there say they come from Greek descent. Melbourne was the richest city in the world in 1880. These days, Tokyo, Japan holds.
Melbourne was the richest city in the world in the 1800s. All right, okay, Melbourne.
160,000 people who live there say they come from Greek descent. Melbourne was the richest city in the world in 1880. These days, Tokyo, Japan holds this title. And until 2018,
define what they mean when they say rich, though. Like what?
From Greek descent. Melbourne was the richest city in the world in 1880.
Like, do they mean like hold the richest people? The rich as far as like, I'm trying to understand, because rich could mean like fine, good quality as well, right? So I'm just trying to figure out what they mean when they say that, Of course, I'm going to Google it, but, I'm talking to y'all. What the fuck?
These days, Tokyo, Japan holds this title. And until 2018, Melbourne had been rated as the most livable city in the world for 7 years in a row.
Yo, the most livable city in the world. Shout out Melbourne. Yo, listen, I got a comment. Somebody said that if I ever was to visit Australia, well, let me just tell you, I am going to visit Australia. So I don't even know if it's an if, but whatever. It said when you visit, the best thing to do is visit Melbourne because it has more like a New York feel. So, me being from New York, you know what I'm saying? Like, I kind of got to be in a New York feel. But, I love Sydney. So how far is Melbourne from Sydney? Because I might have to get the hotel in Melbourne and party in Sydney. I don't know. Let me know.
But then it was bumped down to second place after Vienna, Austria. Come on, Melbourne, get back in the game.
Come on, Melbourne.
Melbourne's founders was John Batman. Yep, that was his real name. And get this, the city was temporarily called Batmania. Too bad they decided to change it to Robinville? Nah. In 2018, Australia ranked third after Norway and Switzerland on the Human Development Index. This index is based on education, life expectancy.
Oh, so y'all smarter than us. You know what's so funny? I don't even question it. I don't even. It's some things like I watch TV and I love documentaries. This is why I love to do this. Like a lot of people, oh, get creative. To me, this is showing you guys my creativity because I like to learn. And there's no better way to learn with other people. Like that shit is cool. I could easily sit back, do a bunch of reaction videos, do a bunch of documentaries. I don't want to do that. This is cool. So I watch documentaries on my free time and I'm just learning so much. And I'm like, yo, why didn't I learn this in school? Like, you know what America taught me? One of the things, when it comes, people ask you, what's one thing you remember from school? Slavery. That's all. Like, yo, forced in you. Slavery forced in you. That's the one thing I have. That's the one thing I can remember from all the years of public school in America. Slavery. That's crazy. Now, of course, there is other things, but that's the one shebang. And that's sad. It's really sad.
And citizens' income. Basically, they got a good thing going down under there. In 2005, security guards at the Parliament House in Canberra were prohibited from calling people mate. But the ban only lasted for a day, mate. G'day.
How y'all gonna say don't call? What? Y'all was tripping off mate? Good day, mate. Come on now. How y'all gonna try to ban mate?
2005, security guards at the Parliament House in Canberra were prohibited from calling people mate. But the ban only lasted for a day, mate. G'day.
Good day, mate.
If you're ever in Western Australia, you can visit one of their many super salty pink lakes. They get the bubblegum hue from a certain type of algae and bacteria, and they're totally safe to swim in. Just be careful.
What? I've never seen nothing like this in all my life. Like if I seen this on TikTok, I'll be like, Australia lying. They ain't got no damn pink rivers and lakes and all types of... What? Nah. This is fire.
Algae and bacteria, and they're totally safe to swim in. Just be careful what you chew. Oh, and be sure to take a selfie while you're swimming in what looks like a giant pool of Pepto-Bismol. You can thank Australia for coming up with the word selfie in the first place.
Nah, no way we got that word from Australia. I know you're thinking, what you mean, TT? What you trying to say? I'm just saying, like, damn, could Americans think of something? Could we have something?
And be sure to take a selfie while you're swimming in what looks like a giant pool of Pepto-Bismol. You can thank Australia for coming up with the word selfie in the first place. There are about 74 million sheep to 25 million people in Australia, which makes an impressive ratio of 3-to-1. Only China and India have more than that. Oh, and the kangaroo thing is totally true. There are twice as many kangaroos as there are people there. That's 50 to 25 million.
Yo, 50 million kangaroos? Okay, guys, so how does this kangaroo shit work? Like, seriously. Like, are you guys driving and kangaroos are just bouncing off the goddamn national highway? Like, how does this kangaroo stuff work? Like, are you really just... Like, could you be chilling? Like, let's say you chilling outside with the lads, Nike tech on, eating some furry bread, you know, some Coke. Would a kangaroo just hop out the bushes? And then, like, should I be afraid of this kangaroo? Like, is he gonna harm me?
Speaking of which, when a baby kangaroo is born, it's only half an inch long. It's also hairless and totally pink. Kinda looks like a gummy bear. What else is there in Australia? Oh, that's right, koalas. And to top that, there are 10 times more camels than koalas. Australia is the source of a lot of the Middle East's camels. Now, in Western Australia,
Yo, lads, could you ride a camel? Like, is that like a tourist attraction? Like, hey, I want to ride a camel. Like, yo, that shit's on fire. Because I'm never going to Dubai, right? Like, never. I don't give a... But I told you guys I wouldn't go to Africa and I wouldn't go to Dubai. That's something else that's on there. So, yeah, I think the closest thing I probably would come to riding a camel would probably be when I went to Australia, right? I mean, what you guys think? Drop a comment, let me know.
it's against the law to be in possession of more than 110 pounds of potatoes. Well, every country has its obscure, bizarre laws. The architect of the world-famous Sydney Opera House got the idea.
Speaking of laws, So if I can't smoke weed there, lads, how that's gonna work? Cause I like to smoke a lot, a lot, right? Now, usually you can travel with your weed if you're going from one state to another state in America that's legal, because it's legal, so you can travel with your weed. I'm not traveling with no goddamn weed in a whole nother country. Hell no. So when I get there, I want some weed. So since it's not legal, how do I get my weed? And then it's like, how do I know who to trust? Because what if you guys lace me? It's like this is a lot to worry about, lads. Like this is things I got to worry about.
Of this unique construction while munching on an orange. If you combine all the sails of the building's roof, you'll get a perfect sphere. The most ancient fossils in the world were found in Australia. They were no less than 3.4 billion years old, even older than my leftovers in the fridge. There are so many different species in this country that only 25% of them have been discovered so far.
Hell no, lads. Yo, lads, it's so much wildlife and y'all only discovered 25%? What if y'all got some shit there that we don't know how to defeat? Yo, lads, y'all don't be scared? Like, y'all was talking to a shorty the other day, lying to her and shit. All right, let me not say. I wasn't lying to her, per se. I just was over-exaggerating the truth and shit. So I was like, yo, I'm going to take you to Australia with me. Definitely not, nigga, because when I come to Australia, I want to be single, because I want to be on every little Australian baddie walking, you feel me? So definitely was lying to her. She gonna say, I ain't gonna go to Australia because they got all them wildlife. I'm like, no, they don't. Whole time, y'all definitely do. I knew that, but I ain't want to scare her a little bit, but y'all do. And then the fact that it's only 25% that's been discovered, lads, how does that not scare y'all? I should have been on live because I need to talk to y'all, like, for real. Yo, I'm about to start going on live every day. Like, lads, what y'all day consist of? Let me know, for real. Let me know. So that way I know when I need to be going on live and shit. Y'all can tell me. Members at least.
Of the animals discovered to be native to Australia, none have hooves. Burger King miraculously turns into Hungry Jack's as soon as you land in Australia. It's the Aussie franchise of the famous fast food chain.
Hungry Jack? Okay, but it's still Burger King. But they just call it Hungry Jack. Okay, that makes sense.
Australia is a unique continent that doesn't house any active volcanoes. It's also the flattest continent on our planet. But it's got plenty of mountains, and one of them is called Mount Disappointment. It's just 2,600 feet tall, and naturally, explorers William Hovell and Hamilton Hume expected to see a great view from the top. However, after climbing the mountain, they discovered that there were too many trees growing on top and blocking the view completely. Guess how the men felt?
Disappointing.
Australia has tons of unique flora and fauna species that you won't find anywhere else in the world. Among those are a staggering 1,500 spider species.
Nope. 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 I know what you thinking. TT, what you mean? We need to see you, mate. No. Because y'all ain't tell me that y'all had 1,500 spiders or different type of spiders. Are they going to bite me? And are they in Melbourne? And are they in Sydney? God damn it, Australia.
Spider species, yeah. On the bright side, and we are, while some of them are fatally poisonous, most are completely harmless. But how do I tell them apart? Oh, the poisonous ones wear signs. Got it. It's also where you'll find 21 of the world's top 25 most venomous snakes. More than 90% of Australia is covered with some kind of vegetation. Since 1988, Australia has had a national floral emblem, and it's the golden wattle. When this plant blooms, it gets covered with the country's national colors,
Oh, that is pretty. That is so beautiful.
green and gold. Australia is a multinational country with more than 200 different languages and dialects spoken there. The most popular non-English languages are Mandarin, Greek, Arabic, Vietnamese, and Cantonese. There are 19 UNESCO World Heritage Sites in Australia.
Yeah, I got a comment the other day, and somebody gonna talk about, I guess they were talking about my thumbnail. If you guys don't know what a thumbnail was, it's like the first thing that you guys see when you click on the video. He gonna say that's a New Zealand flag. First of all, I know my flags. I definitely know my Australian flag. I don't know my flags. I'm a cat. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all already know. But I know my Australian flag. And I know my New Zealand flag. Okay? The New Zealand flag, if I'm not mistaken, and correct me if I'm wrong, because, but this is what I'm willing to bet. Okay? The New Zealand flag has the red stars. The Australian flag has the white. Tell me if I know I'm right. And I know whenever I post my thumbnails, that my thumbnails are correct. My thumbnails are not AI generated. Now, my badges for the members, that's AI. So sometimes it be looking crazy. That's AI. But my thumbnails, I don't play with that. So my thumbnails are me. So I know I use the right flag. Leave me alone.
Including 12 natural sites, 3 cultural sites, and 4 mixed sites. The difference between Australia's total length and its width is only 200 miles. Hey, do you have an 8-hour working day? You can thank Australian stonemasons for that. In 1865, they demanded to make 8-hour shifts the standard, and it spread throughout the world.
So you mean to tell me the reason why we working 8 hours is because of an Australian? Y'all could have kept that in Australia. I ain't gonna lie, it's the one thing y'all could have kept.
From there. With 8 people per square mile, Australia has an extremely low population density. For comparison, there are about 93 people per square mile in the US. The National Australian Airline.
Yeah, so since the population is like very low, y'all don't be knowing each other in the comments. Y'all don't be. I got some Melbourne subscribers. I got some Sydney subscribers. Y'all don't be knowing each other. Y'all better start speaking to each other, man. We are all one race, man. We are all one race. Especially when you on this channel. We all family on this channel. So y'all better not be arguing them comments. I be seeing them comments. Somebody said, no, this ain't true. We were here first. Somebody said, no, they did. We are all one. We are all one. We are all family, okay? But if science proves that such and such was there first, then, we can't question that. But I'm just saying, we are all one.
Qantas uses recycled cooking oil to power its interstate flights. So, have I missed any cool facts about Australia? Let me know down in the comments. If you learned something new today, then give this video a like and share it with a friend.
Oh, yeah, I'm definitely going to like it for sure. And I'm going to subscribe to them. I like the Bryce. Like, y'all make sure y'all subscribe to them. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe for the vibe. And y'all make sure y'all drop those comments so I can know every question. I want every question answered. Please, lads, okay? Thank you.